Welcome to the Rabbit Hole Investor. This is my first video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I am tracking my crypto purchases. I'm pretty new to crypto and investing in general, and I found pretty quickly, especially as I got diversified, that it can be very difficult to kind of track what your profit and loss is, especially when you're diversified across multiple platforms and various cryptocurrencies. So what I did is I put together a quick little spreadsheet here. Nothing too complicated. I'm going to be updating this as I go and making it a little bit more appealing to the eye, but I'll just jump in and show you kind of how I track whether I have a profit, whether I have a loss, how I'm tracking towards my target sell and buy prices. As you'll see down here at the bottom, I have the different types of cryptocurrencies that I am currently in. And I'm primarily using crypto.com, but I'm also using Robinhood, Binance, and Coinbase, and Webull too. If you're investing in crypto, you've probably found that you want to buy a cryptocurrency and you go to the platform that you're using and they don't have it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm across multiple platforms. Is if one doesn't have it, I can go to another one and see if they have it. I've used several others other than that, but that's what I'm using right now. Let's actually start off with Cardano ADA. I started out a little over a month ago, maybe about a month and a half ago. So a lot of these purchases, this is the purchase transactions up here, and these are the sell transactions down here. Cardano was pretty erratic. That's one of the first ones that I started buying, and I was just kind of buying and selling. You can see this is same day, buying, selling. I wasn't really trying to make a profit. I was just trying to figure out how the process worked and get comfortable with it. Right now you can see right here is the coin ADA, and the current price, this was actually updated yesterday at 111. So right now it is at 121. Now when I update that, you may have seen down here my total balance adjust. This is the balance of what I have right now, 182.8 coins, and that's the balance, and this shows me whether I'm at a profit or a loss. So go undo. You can see as of yesterday, I was at a slight loss, and with the updated price today, I'm going to change this so I know that I updated it. I'm at a slight profit, 2%, nothing crazy. Now, this might be kind of confusing. I wanted to know what my total value is as far as my total purchases. So I've bought and sold quite a bit, so that's why it's at 856 here, but actually my balance is 221. So this is sort of a more important number here, and profit there. Moving on to Polkadot here. So I updated this yesterday as well. Today the price went up to 33.35, and that puts me at a profit of $21.95, and that is a 5% profit so far. Also here I have my average purchase and my average sell. These are the purchase transactions that I've made. That's the quantity and the dollar amount and the price that I've paid so far. And then these are my sell transactions. So again, a little bit erratic. Like I said, was kind of testing it out, just kind of doing a lot of buying and selling, and also getting used to the volatility of the crypto space. So it does go up a lot and down a lot. So for example, this week alone, my crypto portfolio on crypto.com fluctuated by, I think, about 28 to 30%. Okay, we'll move on to ARK, and it was at 182. Actually, maybe I have updated that one already. Either that or it didn't change since yesterday, 182. Now I have in here also my target sell price. So this is a difference. It says minus 5%, but the way I have it calculated, that's actually a good thing. I'm 5% over what my target sell is. So it's not too scientific. My target sell is basically 10% over what my average purchase price is. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to automatically sell it, but I kind of see this and I know if I want to sell it, I'm in a decent range to be able to sell it. So the profit I've made on this one is $47 and about a little over 12%. So this one, you'll see some of these are a little bit different because I've updated and added some things as I go, and I have a template. So at some point, I'm going to need to go through and use my template and kind of update all of my different sheets here as I go. Okay, we'll go over to OMG. And you know, I'm going to update this too because red meant I was at a loss. Now, after today I'm back at a profit. So I'm going to go ahead and change the tab color on this to green so I can look at it and already know that I'm in a profit. I'll jump over to these two here real quick. So these are ones that I bought and sold, and I sold them at a profit, which is why they're purple. So Lisk. Yesterday it was at 393, and it's gone up. Let me see where it is at now. LSK. It's at 446 now. So this was pretty clean. I bought it on the 17th at a price of 3.747, and I sold it on the 23rd a few days ago, actually right before, hours before crypto market started coming down. So if you've been following crypto, you'll know this week there was kind of a dip, went down for a couple of days, and now it's back up basically, you know, where it is or where it was before, plus I think a little bit higher. So I actually sold at 4.779, higher than what it's at currently. But it was down, you know, I could have bought back in yesterday. And that's kind of my goal is swing trading. So I have some currencies that I'm planning to buy and hold and just sort of do a dollar cost average and keep long term. And those are the ones that I think have the best long-term potential. So I'm doing that with on a different platform. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. I also have Dogecoin, which I'm very bullish on. So shout out to the Dogecoin community. But you can see down here, $37 purchase, sold, was it 6 days later for $47, so 27% profit. Not too bad, obviously not a lot of money because it wasn't a big investment, but clearly if you are investing more money, you have more potential for gain, but also more potential risk as well. QTUM, this is another one I bought and sold at a profit. Pretty quick turnaround, 4 days, and I made a 24% profit, made $23. And actually, I haven't even looked at this. I think it still has been going up. It has, so it's at 901 right now. So it's gone up a bit more. So it went down after I sold it, kind of during when crypto was coming down this week. But if I had held it, I would have made more. So let's see, the way this calculates, let me get actually a calculator here. So I had 15 coins times 9.001. It would have actually been 135. We'll just say 135, rough numbers. I would have made 39%, although unfortunately I did not do that. Now it doesn't necessarily mean I lost that money because I did put it into something else. I don't know exactly where that purchase or where that money went, but I'm pretty sure where it went. I probably made a profit there as well, but maybe not. Not all of these are in a profit right now, but you'll kind of see as I go along. So OMG is at 549. So as you can see, most of these I updated yesterday, and I think they're pretty much all up across the board. So I'm at a 9% profit on that. These are the purchase transactions that I made, and I haven't sold anything yet. So once I sell something, then it'll show up in the formula here. So obviously no average sale price because I haven't sold any. And then I do have a target buy price in here, and this is based off of my average sell. So my sell is to, or I should say my target buy price is to get in after it's dropped again. So really, I'm not gonna sell it, obviously, unless I think it's peaked and maybe it's made a big run up, big spike. If it's gone up 20, 30% in a few days or in a week, and it looks like it's going to drop, then I might sell some, I might sell all of it, but that just kind of depends. So let's just say, for example purpose here, let's just say I sold today, and let's say I sold a quantity of 10 coins, and that would be $54.90 right now. That'll give me my average sale price, and that will tell me if I want to buy back in. If it drops 10%, it would have to be at 4.941 and so on. But I didn't sell it, so we'll just hit undo there. And that's updated. Move on to the next one, seller. And seller is at now, it has gone up as well, 7336. Let's say I updated that today. And pretty good profit on this one, 31% so far, and not in too long either. Bought that one on the 16th at 0.05613. Okay, let's go over to Curve. Where's Curve on my list? Okay, it is at 282 today. 2.82. Update that today. So as of now, my target sell price, this is sort of the minimum if I'm going to sell it, is at 2.85. So I'm off of that by 1%. So if it goes up by 1%, then I'll be in that range where I would feel okay selling it. Still a little bit of a profit, 8%. And let's move on to KMD. So KMD is one that I purchased on the 13th at 146, and I sold. Again, this was right before crypto started coming down this week. I think that was on Tuesday, Wednesday. Anyway, it was a few days ago, and I actually was able to do pretty well. I didn't sell obviously all my crypto. I sold a handful of it, so I sold maybe about 20% of what I held, and that allowed me to be able to buy back in after the price came down. So, for example, on this one, I sold it here at 2.11, and then the price came down literally the very next day. Sold it on March 23rd. It came down on March 24th, and I bought it at 1.811. So what does that drop? Let's see here. Let's go 1811 divided into 2110. So it came down about 15%, which is a pretty good turnaround because basically you're able to increase, your holdings, even if your average price goes up. So obviously my average price before was 1.465, and then it was 1.811. So I now have a higher average price right here, but I was able to cash out when it was high and then buy back in after it dropped again. Now, obviously, that has tax implications. Anytime you sell anything at a profit, there's going to be tax implications, but that's really a different video, so not going to get into that right now. But let's see, where is it at? It's at $1.99 now. And I'll have to make some adjustments because obviously my average buy price, that's how I'm calculating my target sell price. But I'll have to make some adjustments based off of what the average price is of what I'm currently holding, because I wouldn't want to sell right now. So like I said, this is a new spreadsheet, just created it this week. And I'll be updating it kind of as I go and hopefully making it look a little bit nicer and easier to read too. So let's move on to VET. Let's see if this one is up today as well. And it is .09377. So actually a pretty good jump on the day. It's at 26. So I went from being at a loss, I think on this one. Was that at a loss? Let's see. Go. Yeah, I was at a loss, and now at a profit, just like that, just in a day. Okay, so I have a lot of different coins, as you see. Actually, I think across crypto.com, Binance, Robinhood, and Webull. Actually, that one's an overlap. There might be one other one that I'm not thinking of right now. I have about 40 different cryptocurrencies, so probably over diversified right now. But like I said, I'm new to it. I'm kind of testing it out. I'm not just buying random coins. Every single one that I'm buying, I'm seeing good news about. I'm seeing different YouTubers making videos about them, or I'm also buying based off of a trend. So if I see that it's come down, if it looks like it's about to go up, there's a few different tools that I'm using. So I'm also using HitBTC. I think that's the name of it. Let's see, I have it here on my phone, where you can actually see the purchase volume. So you can see if more people are buying it or are more people selling it. And that can, that alone can give you a pretty good idea if it's going to be going up or down. So obviously if there's a lot of sellers and it's towards a peak, it's probably not a good time to buy in. It might be a good time to sell if you have it. Yeah, it's HitBTC will actually show you the purchase volume, plus a few other apps. I think Binance does that too, but it's not quite as easy to use. So Ong is actually up. I haven't updated this one for a couple of days. So I was at a loss, and I think this update will put me at a profit. So 8% loss right there. And ONG is actually up to .9124. And let's see what that did. Here we go. So look at that. Just in a couple of days, I went from an 8% loss to a 23% gain. So this is where I've sort of become a little bit more desensitized to the fluctuations of cryptocurrency. And it really kind of, it's similar to the stock market where it kind of goes up and down together. Obviously there's outliers, and some, are going to overperform, underperform what the general crypto market is doing. But in general, from what I've observed so far over the last few months, is it kind of tends to move together. So, and this one I bought not too long ago, just on the 20th. So really in a week, less than a week, I've made a 23% profit. So that's good. And I will update this from loss to a profit. And let's move on. Did I do loop ring yet? I did not. Where is that one on here? Okay, it is at 0.5125. Also, again, it's up again. So what I did on the first day that crypto was going down this week, I was looking at everything. I was updating my spreadsheets, and I was thinking, okay, should I be buying in? And I actually was buying in because I sold more the day before, because I kind of saw with some of them, a lot of them were peaking. And I didn't want to sell everything, because you never know. Sometimes it just keeps going up and up. So you're going to have to decide, how much you want to sell, how much you want to risk if it continues to go up. So I learned kind of early on, it seems like it's going way up, and then you sell all of it, and then it keeps going up, and you feel like you missed out. So for example, Dogecoin, before it had the first big spike, I bought in a decent amount using the Robinhood app. I think it was less than 2 cents. It was like 1.5 cents. And it went up in a day to over 2, like 2.5 cents. And I was like, wow, that's huge, great profit. So I sold all of it. And then it kept going up. And I had FOMO, so I bought back in, I think around 4 something cents. Luckily, it kept going up from there. I did sell a little bit at 8 cents, a little bit at 7 cents. But I kind of learned there that I didn't want to sell all of it. Obviously, hindsight, I would have been better off just to sell all of it and then buy back in. But I didn't want to miss out, so I did sell some, secured some of my profits, and then I've bought back in multiple times since then in kind of the 4.5 to 6 cent range. So this one now, I just purchased on the 24th, and I don't know if you noticed, I was at a loss. Let me just hit undo so you can see I was at a loss, and now at a 9.41% profit. So this feels good. I can update this to green. So as of a couple of days ago, when everything was coming down, I had a lot in the red. I was still at a profit overall based off of my purchases and transactions. You're probably thinking, whoa, this guy's it's got a lot of different cryptocurrencies, and I do, and I probably will actually condense this down soon, or I might just kind of leave these small balances in these. There's nothing really more over. I think the highest I have is 200 or 301, at least on this. I have more in Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin. Those are larger balances that I have on Robinhood, and the reason why they're on there, that's where I put most of my money, because that's where I started. And then I realized that some of the things that everybody's talking about, one, it's not a wallet, and then also they really just have very limited. I think Robin has like 7 or 8 different cryptocurrencies that you can buy, and I've just kind of left it on there. I haven't decided to transfer it out yet. I was hoping more of these would be able to turn green today, but unfortunately not all of them are. They're getting a lot closer, and my overall portfolio on crypto.com is up about 28% since I started, in about the last 5-6 weeks since I really actually started using that. I did have some earlier transactions, but 5-6 weeks, a 28% gain is what I think I'm at right now, is pretty good. Okay, balance, where's this one at? Okay, so it's up to, actually I want to see, what was it at before? Okay, 45.88. It is now at 53.3. I'm still a little off my target. sell price, but it is now at an 8% profit. Not too bad, and I can make it green and put it in the green category. So I have a few others to update. I'll do those on my own. I won't necessarily put that all in the video right now. I think you guys get the point. I will show you when I bind to a new one how I use my template to make a purchase and kind of fill in from the blanks. And hopefully, again, this will get better. I'm going to make it look nicer and update some of the formulas. It's all pretty simple stuff, just kind of basic calculations, but definitely made it easier, especially once I started really spreading out and buying a bunch of different currencies. It has really helped me just to be able to go through quickly. I can really quickly go through just one at a time, update what the price is at, see what my profit is. This is one that I've done fairly well on. Did I put this in here? So yeah, that's that one I already talked about. But yeah, obviously you can see kind of the benefit of buying in and then just waiting and just kind of seeing what happens. So obviously timing is important, but with crypto, it fluctuates so much that the longer you hold, the more chances it tends to go up over time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you for the next video.